Elegy, written by Charles Beaumont, narrated by Saethon Williams. Elegy. Would you mind repeating that?
I said, sir, that Mr. Frieden said, sir, that he sees a city.
A city?
Yes, sir.
Captain Webber rubbed the back of his hand along his cheek. You realize, of course, that that is impossible.
Yes, sir.
Send Mr. Frieden in to see me at once. The young man saluted and rushed out of the room. He returned with a somewhat older man who wore spectacles and frowned. Now then, said Captain Webber, what's all this Lieutenant Peterson tells me about a city? Are you enjoying a private little joke, Frieden?
Mr. Frieden shook his head emphatically. No, sir.
Then perhaps you'd like to explain.
Well, sir, you see, I was getting bored, and just for something to do, I thought I'd look through the screen. Not that I dreamed of seeing anything. The instruments were not adjusted either, but there was something funny, something I couldn't make out exactly.
Go on, said Captain Webber patiently.
So I fixed up the instruments and took another look, and there it was, sir, plain as could be.
There what was?
The city, sir. Oh, I couldn't tell much about it, but there were houses, all right, a lot of them.
Houses, you say?
Yes, sir, on an asteroid.
Captain Webber looked for a long moment at Mr. Frieden and began to pace nervously. I take it you know what this might mean.
Yes, sir, I do. That's why I wanted Lieutenant Peterson to tell you about it.
I believe, Frieden, that before we do any more talking, I'll see the city for myself. Captain Webber, Lieutenant Peterson, and Mr. Frieden walked from the room down a long corridor and into a smaller room. Captain Webber put his eye to a circular glass and tapped his foot. He stepped back and rubbed his cheek again. Well, you were right. That is a city, or else we've all gone crazy. Do you think that we have?
I don't know, sir. It's not impossible.
Lieutenant, go ask Mr. Milton if he can land us on an asteroid. Give him all the details and be back in 10 minutes. Whatever it is, it will be a relief. Although I never made a special announcement, I suppose you knew that we were lost.
Oh, yes, sir.
And that we ran almost entirely out of fuel several months ago. In fact, shortly after we left.
We knew that.
The men were silent.
Sir, Mr. Milton says he thinks he can land us, but he can't promise exactly where.
Tell Mr. Milton that's good enough. Captain Webber waited for the young man to leave, then looked again into the glass.
What do you make of it, sir?
Not much, Frieden, not much. It's a city.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?